Welcome and thank you for downloading episode 60 of Suplex City Limits. And this is your boy, the King of Bong Style, Jim Vicious, as always, along with Rando Commando. And today, you know today's guests from films such as Accidental Hooker, What's Up Her Ass, Jerk It Bitch 2 and 3, and of course, Sunny Side Up. A man who's fucked more women than all of you marks combined. Derek Pierce, how are you, sir?
I always find it interesting they lead off with that first film, Accidental Hooker. I don't even know that film. I have no idea what the hell it is.
The name of it sounds so great. I'm like, what is
I agree. I think it's an amazing sounding title. I just think it's funny. I'm like, I did that movie?
It's also at the top of the, I don't know what the name of it is, like a porn IMDb.
Mm-hmm.
But according to this, I don't know how you would remember any amount of the films. It says you were in like 900 movies, 960 or something.
Yeah, that's probably the amount of actual like hard copy movies, and then there's another couple thousand that are online release. Like web stuff.
Oh man, that's unbelievable. So I'm curious about like how one ends up being in porn, man. Like how did this end up for you?
The short version, I was dating somebody who started doing girl, and people started asking if I was interested in doing it, and I was like, no, I'm the pervert that watches this stuff. I'm not a performer, and she wanted me to learn about the business, and nobody really wants to teach you how to do their job, right? Like, no one wants to teach you how to, hey, come in and run these boards for me from my radio show so you can steal my job and be an engineer. So they basically offered me a spot in front of the camera, and then we talked about it for a while, and she was like, well, can you really do it? And I'm like, well, shit, I don't know. and so I tried it. It went well, and here I am.
Thousands of movies later. How many women would you say that you slept with on tape, man? Thousands, yeah?
Yeah, I couldn't give you an exact number. I have no idea.
Literally had sex with more women than probably everybody listening to this show combined. Being a wrestling podcast and all.
Possibly.
So what brings our worlds together is Sunny Side Up, which was...
Oh, yes.
Which in your world was probably, was nothing, but in the wrestling world was definitely something. Even if it was 15 years too late.
Well, yeah, I'll give you the 15 years too late part. The interesting thing about that whole encounter was when they pitched it to me, they said, oh, like one of the original, WWE diva type, she's like the kind of like one of the ones that started it off. And so they showed me a few pictures, but I know big hair when I see big hair. And I knew that those pictures were from the 80s, but I was still hoping for the best. And, the best wasn't good enough. But whatever. She was really nice. She was nervous. I apparently tried to do a scene with the guy she was dating at the time. I guess it didn't work out that well, and so then they brought me in, and I did my job, and I guess I did it well because a lot of people seem to talk about it.
You can't send an amateur to do a professional's job, that's for sure.
Not really.
And yeah, dude, I've never really analyzed pornography before, because like I try to, research and check out stuff from our upcoming guests. So this led me to an interesting thing. But you definitely did give her a fucking pro job.
I appreciate that. I do what I get paid to do. I don't want to give the fans any less than what they paid for.
Right. In the 90s, she was ridiculously hot. I imagine that's where the picture you got came from.
Yeah,
had to have been. I would
that's when they were, wearing underwear that went all the way up to their, rib cage, too, though.
When you see that high-waisted bikini bottom, you're like, This fucking picture's old, isn't it?
Yeah, when it's scrunchy socks and headbands with Aquanet hair, I'd say
That's awesome.
it's probably an old picture.
Yeah, I expected a lot more, honestly, out of her as a professional. I mean, now you've become. Well, I mean, you have probably the most vast Eskimo Brother network in existence, but now your Eskimo Brother network includes a ton of former pro wrestlers.
I guess. I've been real fortunate. I went to my first WWE match like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend of mine gave me a bunch of free tickets that works for the show. So I brought, my friend and his girlfriend and their kid and all that. And so that was kind of like my first real soiree into all of those guys. And most of those guys are really cool guys, They're
Right. There you
real
go.
athletes.
Yeah, definitely, man. Well, I mean, you're an MMA guy, a CrossFit dude, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been on a couple other wrestling, podcasts and shows and stuff. And, I did grow up watching wrestling. And when I say grow up watching wrestling, I wasn't talking about like, Hulk Hogan and Rocky. I mean, like, I really watched, like, the old school stuff, Iron Sheik and, Steamboat and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And, I mean, I was, like, legit. I watched, like, the OG stuff that really, like, you were like, wow, did that really happen? Junkyard Dog and all that.
Right. A lot of wrestling shows have skew kind of younger these days. We're old men. Like yourself, so we grew up with the same shit as you.
Yeah, we grew up with the same stuff. Macho Man Randy Savage fans.
Yeah, oh man, I was a Warrior fan till the day I die, man. Like
Right.
that guy was the business.
But yeah, I mean, the scene, as you seemed like you were getting kind of like frustrated with her at times in there, like she wasn't going along with what she's supposed to be doing.
She just. Listen, she's not a professional, and I understand that, and so it's hard to communicate with somebody that just really has never been down that road before and doesn't know what's expected of her. And I know she was really nervous and just kind of taken aback by the whole thing, and so when you're trying to get her to perform and to maneuver a certain way, and she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. You just got to kind of help her along, You
gotta call it in the ring sometimes, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta let them know this is the way it's gonna go, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, from my own personal taste, women, if you got a stomach and you're in a sex scene, do not hit me with the gimmick shirt across the belly. All right, that's bullshit. That's what I'm there. I'm there to see a little belly. All right, don't screw us on that. So, what do you have coming up, man? You're kind of a man of all kinds of trades. I know you're writing a book, yeah?
Yeah, well, I have a website coming out, DerekPierce.com, which ironically is not adult-based in that regard. It's not a porn site. I have that too, but the switch for me these days is still performing, still, being one of the premier guys in the business. I still do all the comic book stuff. I've played every bad guy comic book hero, and anti-hero that you can imagine, from Bane, Lex Luthor, Crossbones, and everything in between. But now what I'm doing with this site is I'm kind of taking and posing all of the rhetoric and the questions that I get off camera about, interactions with women and how to talk and how to be and, the best way to approach and things like that. And I'm putting it into a bit of a study guide format. So what the end result will be is it'll be a source guide where men can really kind of get to the bottom of what it takes to talk to women. And it's not a pickup artist book. I can't stand pickup artists. I think they're the lowest common denominator,
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, with enough money and enough alcohol, you can pretty much fuck anybody.
Right.
That's just the nature of the beast. But But what happens when, you spend some time with somebody and you actually really like them? Now what? Now if you've been fronting and you've been, blowing smoke the whole time around date number 3, she's wondering who the hell you are and who's the guy that she was dating the last 2 times around. And so this kind of gives guys the confidence and the wherewithal to learn how to accentuate who they really are. Just because you don't drive a Ferrari and you're not wearing, Gucci belts and, have a Rolex on doesn't mean that, you're not worth anything. And that's really what I want to help guys start to realize, that, there's a lot to be said for somebody's character as long as you know how to spin it.
That's a surprisingly deep message right there, man.
Yeah.
That's good shit. Talking to a wrestling podcast, there's a lot of dudes out there who need advice. So this is fertile ground for that, man.
Well, but didn't we all? You know what I mean? I mean, I'm imagining you guys are close to my age, but
yeah, a little younger.
When you're in your 20s, and you have a girl over to your place and you have mismatched couches and, tacked up posters on your wall. Right.
Posters, yeah.
It's not the end of the world. The chances of you getting laid are still 50-50. But now change the bracket to 30 and things have changed now. Now having, milk cartons for a coffee table is not going to fucking cut it. That's just... It's not going to be okay. She's going to take one look around and realize, you know what, this dude does not have his shit together. I'm not going to waste my time because it's not going to go anywhere. And the problem is the girls get the memo, the guys don't. And so I want to help them get the damn memo. I don't want them to lose opportunities for meeting somebody that's worth it just because, they didn't know how to evolve with the times.
There you go. How long are you gonna keep doing the adult film game, man? Like how long can you see? Like any kind of thing like that. I mean, it has to have a shelf life at some point, right?
Sure. I mean, listen, I'll tell you what. I don't ever want to be the guy on set who the girl says, I'm not having sex with the old guy.
On Jeremy, what? No?
I didn't say his name, you did. But I'd say I'm much more to the closer end of my career as opposed to the, I'm not exactly sure when. I have a pretty good idea of when I'm going to bow out gracefully. But I'll still be involved in the business itself. I think it's a viable business. I think there's still a lot to be done there, and I appreciate it. And believe it or not, there's some seriously talented people in the business. You'd be amazed at some of the things that some of the quote unquote dumb talent are capable of doing and making a legitimate career out of. I know girls in this business that are artists. I know girls in this business that are entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. And when I say entrepreneur, I mean, they've started companies, they own real estate. They just don't have the same outlets, and they're using this as a legitimate stepping stone for the next thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. That's that kind of a stigma these days where, well, I think always is to demonize women more so than men who do this shit. It's like we all watch this shit, so why are you going to condemn somebody for doing it? It's such a nonsense thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough world, man, and everybody's just trying to make it, especially in LA, and that Hollywood vibe is. I've always looked at adult as the underbelly of Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
We all know each other. I did a Magic Mike parody this year. Channing Tatum knows who I am. You know what I mean? He's seen the movie. I know he's seen the movie because I know some of the dancers that were on his movie that brought it to his attention. So it's like, to act like we're not here is just kind of like turning a blind eye to what's right in front of you.
Right.
But, we all have respect for each other, and they might not respect the actual craft, but put it like this, at least we're willing to literally let it all hang out.
There you go, man. That's awesome. Well, thank you for taking some time out to hang out with us. DerekPierce.com, at the D Pierce on Twitter. What else you got, man? I'm sure you got a million
Yeah,
things.
Derek Pierce on Instagram. It's at Derek Pierce, DERRICKPIERCE.
What's your Instagram like, man? Now that I think about it, like, you probably
Oh,
you can't
man,
do any kind of shit like that. Never.
you know what's funny is I'm a total gearhead, man. Like I have a couple of cars, I have motorcycles, I've smoked cigars. I'm building a 700 horsepower Challenger right now that's being all over my IG. I've race motorcycles. I do all that stuff, man.
Today we've talked to the real most interesting man in the world, Derek Pierce. Awesome, man. And yeah, everybody hit that shit up. And dude, thanks for taking one for the wrestling community. And thanks for coming on the show, man.
Oh man, I love you guys. I appreciate it very much.
All right, man. You have yourself a good day.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Thanks again.
Yep.
All right. Bye-bye.
Derek Pierce, man.
Nice. That was really interesting, as a matter of fact.
Dude. Like I said, surprise deep message. That was awesome, dude.
Wow.
You never know what you're getting into.
Well.
You never know what you're getting into on this show. Cool guy, man. It's awesome. He took some time out. And, took one for everybody by banging Tammy.
Did we thank him for that?
I do.
Did you thank him for that?
I did. I said that. Yeah, thanks for taking one for the team, dude. Good shit. All right.
Wow. Shit.
Switching gears into something completely different. Maybe not completely different. Let's talk about some wrestling, buddy.
This week in wrestling.
The week in wrestling. So we'll just kind of go through some news to start it up. On the show today, of course, we will recap Raw. We'll take a look to Extreme Rules. We've got an extra large-sized Mark tank featuring Roman Reigns marks.
We have to go through. What are we at here now? Payback? No, that's
Extreme
not Payback.
Rules.
Extreme Rules. Yeah.
Come on, now. Extreme Rules.
Oh yeah, Axel Stream Rules. Extreme Rules.
Yeah, there you go. So one of our inside sources, we do have inside sources, 5-star podcast. Just a couple of days ago, I was talking about Cody Rhodes possibly, asking for his release and stuff like that. Before we got to record, now it's actually coming out pretty much right now.
Pretty much as we're recording, yeah.
Sounds like he has asked for his release. So we didn't get to break that story. I wanted to, but no less. Cody Rhodes allegedly asking for his release, man. I guess from what they were, the behind the scenes is that he is pretty unhappy with his use and pretty unhappy with unhappy with the Stardust thing, but wasn't it where he wanted to stay with that when his dad died? Everyone was like, switch back to Cody Rhodes. And he's like, no, I'm going to see this shit through. And
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
what's he gonna? Well, is he gonna go back to just Cody? And where is he gonna go? Where do we see him next?
Does he keep wrestling?
Does he do that?
I mean, a lot of guys, working at the WWE will take away your passion to wrestle. Period.
Oh, take away your passion to watch it sometimes.
I mean, his wife is there. His wife works there, so I don't know what's gonna happen with that.
Right.
I wouldn't want to leave my wife working there with all those fucking savages on the road.
That's true. Very true.
Especially when your wife is like fucking little and hot like his. But no less. So we'll see. I guess where that goes. I like the Stardust character. I like Cody Rhodes, man. Like we went to that house show recently. I thought Stardust was great. It was kind of one of the highlights of the summer.
Yeah, Stardust was one of the highlights of the night.
I thought he was great. Like of all the people working heel on that show. Like, he fucking killed it, man. Classic, great heel tactics, man. Something you didn't see out of shitty heels like Boring Corbin. Boring Corbin, I just hold my arms up and then you boo. Oh, okay. Fuck you. So there's that. WWE parts ways with an announcer. Alex Reese, right?
Oh, I thought it was Michael Cole.
No, yeah, right. Come on. Get your hopes up like that. He was released earlier today, and sources are saying he feels that his love of wrestling was to blame.
What?
He personally believes that Rich Brennan and Kyle Edwards and him, were all hired because of their love of the business, but something changed earlier this year as all three of them saw their roles reduced and then were fired. And they all think that their lifelong fandom was the reason. So I guess it's well known that WWE officials, especially like Kevin Dunn and Vince McMahon, tend to frown against hiring diehard wrestling fans.
Yeah, they want actors.
Yeah, they don't want people who actually care about it.
Right.
Pretty fucking, pretty cheesy. And that guy only worked there, not that long. I don't really have much to say about him, I guess. He never really got a chance to do anything. So, pretty unfortunate with that. I don't know why is even Michael Cole was, a former news guy. Renee Young also was on the news. Very, not anything to do with wrestling, not a wrestling fan. So.
Well, I suppose there's the next best thing than getting on, another network out there.
I mean, it's just a job to these people, I suppose.
Well, right. Yeah, it's just a job to them.
Yeah, but wrestling, it's like a weird thing like that, man. It needs to have people who know about it and who care about it. And the fact that WWE is always trying to scrub that is fucking gross.
It is.
Sci-Fi on Friday started airing a 2-hour Raw replay. I guess it's scheduled for at least the next couple of weeks. I don't know. Maybe a trial.
That is maybe a filler if they can't find anything else.
Well, I don't know. But I did notice it on Friday night on Sci-Fi, and I went there. It was like a 2-hour recap of the show, and I thought that was odd, but I guess maybe that'll be something somewhat...
Well, yeah. Well, I suppose it's just a 90-minute that's on Hulu just with commercials.
Probably is. Absolutely, actually. Yeah.
So, and I know I missed a lot from this week on Raw, from what I've heard. There were a couple of things that...
Well, we'll go through it. I don't know.
We'll get to that.
I don't know if you missed anything.
Well, I mean, there were some things that, some reveals. It actually missed a reveal.
Okay. Batista. Dave write book.
Dave in new skin.
Dave wife win pole dance America competition.
For real?
Tennessee. Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. His wife won Miss Pole Dance America. Her name is Sarah Jade. You can actually go online and see the award-winning performance.
Big sock spin round pole good.
Yeah. Girlfriend dance on pole. Make Dave dick hard. Make Dave come.
God.
Dave make come.
Wife makes sandwich.
Sandwich good. Dave make happy.
Dave makes sleep.
Just bury that fucking guy forever. I've heard he actually is a pretty good guy. And he talks a lot of shit on WWE, which I always appreciate.
Does he? Well, he'd probably like us then, until we started talking like that. So.
I don't know where that came from. It's like so many things on this show where it's just like, at random one time it comes up and then it just becomes canon.
It just sticks.
Like how JBL thinks that Saxton is virtual.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. It just happens. Ring of Honor announces Jay Lethal versus Jay Briscoe 2 for their Best in the World pay-per-view on June 24th.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I was thinking we might just fucking get it, man. We just took a really good pay-per-view recently from them, and it's thinking like, fuck, man, I'm like giving...
How much is it, $20?
I think some of these are... Some of them are like 35, but some of them are like 25. I don't know. Either way, it wouldn't be bad. We should probably get one sometime. Although we're not even really covering Ring of Honor that much right now.
It'd be nice to see some alternative good wrestling, though, as well.
There you go. But yeah, once, with Lucha Underground to kind of sub them in for Ring of Honor until, out of Lucha Underground season, then we kind of go back to Ring of Honor more. This is too much, dude. I mean, I watch so much.
It's not readily available for us either here. They
Yeah.
lost it on the. We don't get that channel anymore, or it's not on that channel anymore.
Yeah.
I don't have cable, so.
No, it's that channel is not even on our cable system.
Oh, not anymore, huh?
What channel was it?
Destination America.
Oh no, it's not on Destination America. That was TNA. Ring of Honor and TNA are both off there.
Are they really?
Yeah, for a long time.
Well, I suppose they weren't getting. Ring of Honor wasn't getting very many viewers. We were going through that. They weren't getting 1 million viewers every showing.
Yeah, I watch. My girlfriend loves ghost shows and shit, and that's what Destination America has a ton of.
Oh, why would that be? That's weird to have that on Destination America.
Yeah,
Weird. I'd figure that'd be something with Sci-Fi. Maybe that's why Sci-Fi is running reruns of Raw, because they lost their ghost thing.
They're ghost shows.
Yeah, they're.
There's
ghost
this show
shows.
called Ghost Brothers. So fucking funny, man. 3 black dudes, and they go like hunting ghosts, but like, of course, they're really afraid of ghosts.
Let's stop
you know?
here. Yeah, let's stop here for. Well, yeah. Well, anyway, I'm sorry. I want to talk about something quick when you're done talking about this, because this kind of sounds interesting. But anyway.
Yeah, it's Ghost Brothers. They're 3 black dudes who are like, of course, really afraid of ghosts. And it's fucking so hilarious.
Why would you go after and why would you?
They
go
run
after
around in these houses without, trying to talk to ghosts, and anytime anything happens, like, no, bro, and they like run out of the fucking, they run out of the house and shit. It's actually, and they're all really funny. It's pretty good for, as far as ghost shows go.
Huh? Oh, what the hell?
But
anyway, let's stop for a second. You've obviously seen the new Ghostbusters trailer, right? This kind of delves into like our demographic. Yeah. So yeah, I hear a lot of people boycotting it. Why would you not have any connection with the old Ghostbusters? Why would you not even pretend that they didn't exist? Why would you do that?
Yeah, and dude, the 3 living ones all play cameos in the movie. Not as themselves.
Yeah, not as
No.
their characters either.
No. Yeah. And there's this whole subcurrent right now where it's, oh, if you don't like that trailer, then
you're sexist.
Yeah, then you're sexist.
Oh, God.
Which is a fucking joke because it looks terrible. And it's
How do you combat that? Do you go use the women's bathroom at Target then? That, like, to overcome that you're sexist from not liking Ghostbusters? You have to go to Target to go use a woman's bathroom? To identify as a woman for a day?
I drive by Target all the time waiting to see if there's any protesters that I can scream at and scare, but there never are. My girlfriend works at the mall, so I go to pick her up from work, and I always drive around the other side, drive by Target, to see if there's anyone out there. Because I got time to burn, So.
Oh, son of a bitch, dude.
But
how dumb are in America?
I like I said, man, we don't care what gear you have as long as you give a courtesy flush and wash your hands.
Yeah, wash your hands. Yeah.
And if you're a little fucking John Cena kid, don't use the handicap stall. Fucking I wanted to beat that kid up so bad.
Oh shit.
But yeah, it's not good. It's not funny. It's typical current humor where it's like, what's a timeless classic? Like the original. Let's take the original Ghostbusters.
I even like Ghostbusters too. I know a lot of people get hate for that. They said it wasn't as good as the first one.
As good,
but just because it's not as good doesn't mean it's not good.
Right, but the movies are timeless.
Right.
There are very few things in there that a little kid or somebody who wasn't around is going to be like, what's that reference? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Whereas now, pop culture, movies and shit, WWE, it's all these little things that are like right now that in 10 years when you watch it, you'll be like, what is this? You won't know what anyone's talking about if you weren't there.
Right.
So it automatically becomes not timeless, And that's a lot of the problem I had with it. It's just the jokes and shit seem fucking stupid and very pop culture-y. And why is it women and what's going on? It's terrible, dude. I suggest people to vote.
Why not an extension of the old Ghostbusters universe? They don't exist, It's not,
Yeah, it's really fucking stupid. They could have at least like gotten trained by them, or it's just a bullshit thing.
Or be daughters or something. Something. There's like the old Ghostbusters don't exist in this movie anywhere, and you can't. It's a reboot or a remake.
But people bitch about these things as they're pulling their fucking. I don't know how much it is to see a movie now. $10, whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, it's at least $20 if you go one person. $20 a person if you want popcorn and candy, or if you want popcorn and a soda.
Yeah.
It's at least $20 a person.
Well, there you go. But so people are shelling their money out as they complain. I don't go to movies. I haven't been to a movie in a theater in, I couldn't even tell you how long, 10 years probably. Because fucking movies are mostly shit. And if they're not shit, I'm totally fine waiting for them to come out so I can watch them at home. But I guess my point is a lot of people go to movie. You know those people, movie people. I work with them. They go to every fucking stupid piece of shit movie that comes out. And they're like, oh, it's probably not going to be very good, but, you know. No, I don't know. Don't go, dude. Like, people bitch about Hollywood. They bitch about the remakes and these comic book fucking movies. Oh, my God. I unleashed a whole fucking parade of shit one time on Twitter talking shit on those. And they just keep going. If you keep going, it's going to keep happening. You know how you stop stupid remakes? You stop fucking going to them.
Stop going to them, yep. Yeah, remember what Fox did with the Fantastic Four about a year ago?
That was terrible, right?
Yeah, that was awful.
Yeah, that was more than a year ago, I think. But yeah, I saw something on TV one time, and I was like, "This is abysmal." I don't like any. I like Batman movies. Other than that, I give a fuck about a comic book movie.
Marvel, if Disney's doing the Marvel, they're doing a pretty good job with them. Like the Iron Man, you know, they're watchable. They're not like the best movies in the world, but they're watchable and shit. I just recently watched Deadpool. That was pretty good, actually. I did like that.
I think that would be good. I think Deadpool's a really cool comic book character. Unlike fucking Ant-Man or Daredevil. Or
yeah, Ant-Man. What's with that? Yeah, we don't. Okay, yeah, there's a few in there that we could have done without, but yeah, so.
Isn't the same fucking guy?
In Ant-Man?
Yeah.
No.
No? Okay.
No, but
oh, that's right. It said there. Okay.
But it is. They did do something with in what was it, X-Men 3 with Ryan Reynolds, where he was like a Deadpool character, but he did end up dying. Like they sewn his mouth shut. Mm. He was supposed to be, or they were hinting at he was supposed to be Deadpool or something. But
yeah, it's like, you know, they're not going to stop. Michael Bay's not going to stop making fucking Transformer abortions unless you stop going. And those movies, I saw somebody.
I only thought the third one was bad. I didn't think the first two were too bad.
A buddy of ours was demoing his home theater system to me with Transformers. And even in the little snippets we watched, I couldn't fucking believe it. Oh my God. Just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this guy's in a kiddie swimming pool, and he's riding a girl's bike now, and I don't know why, and he's having a stupid conversation with, like, a tech support while a robot is fighting him. What movie? Which one is that, do you know?
I don't remember.
This big-ass fucking robot is, like, unleashing hell, and he's on this, like, stupid, you know, fucking kind of, like, tech support phone call for weapons or some bullshit, and it's just like, it's terrible, dude. A Mountain Dew machine that turns into a robot. Holy fuck, man. Honestly.
It's too much to handle, yeah.
Fuck movies, man, for the most part.
I think Nick Swartzen said that if you would have shown that movie in, like, the 1950s, like, people's brains would explode and leak out their ears and shit. They wouldn't be able to handle it.
Yeah, same thing would happen if you had two guys kiss in front of them. What does that fucking say?
Oh, that's true, though, yeah.
That's right. If I cut a hole in a Bible and shoved my dick in it, that'd have fucking probably done the same thing, too. I don't know why I went for that right away.
It's a natural reaction for you, I
Natural
think.
progression.
Yeah.
Fucking...
There's the train.
Oh, yeah.
Must be.
You drink... That's a drinking game on our show. You drink every time there's a train.
Yeah.
To see if you can make it to the end, motherfuckers. So there's still, I guess, Charlotte's is setting a record for like most pay-per-view appearances in a row. So that's something.
Is it?
I guess. I don't know. I guess that's the deal. Something of this nature. She is always on TV. I am ready for her to lose the belt and fuck off.
I think a lot of people are too. Yeah.
You haven't seen Sasha Banks on Raw.
But I say she holds on to it until Sasha comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll become the first woman to appear at 11 consecutive pay-per-view events.
Congratulations.
Congratulations on your dad.
Yep.
On being your dad's daughter, because that's kind of the only reason that you're where you are. I mean, do you think that's a fair assessment?
To
an extent, she's not like completely.
Yeah, she's not. She's definitely, as far as the talent is concerned, she's definitely not on par with Ric Flair.
Well, no, I'm saying she's in this position because.
Yes.
I mean, she was the first one of the Divas Revolution to win the belt because she's Ric Flair's daughter, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I'd agree with you on that.
Sasha Banks hasn't been on TV in weeks, by the way. So, take that any way you like, I guess. WWE will be doing a Japanese tour coming up. I don't know if any of them will be on the network. Let's hope that it will be a network special again. I thought that one from Japan last year was pretty good.
Yeah, it was.
Nakamura is going against Wyatt on this tour.
That sounds like that could be interesting.
Yeah.
Poor Bray Wyatt. He's gonna get a couple potatoes, man.
Yeah, you work with Nakamura, and it is a different kind of deal. I'm interested to see how the main roster guys. I think we talked about that before. Like, how would a guy like Randy Orton react to Nakamura fucking slapping him around on there?
Yeah. Probably not all too well.
Take a shit in his bag or something.
Yeah.
They have a ton of new people at the Performance Center. A bunch of new people showed up.
Did anybody mix milk and shit together and smear it on the walls this time?
Hell yeah! That's my yuck nasty right there. Hell yeah! I wish we had that sample. I need a sample of yuck nasty with the hell yeah. Bunch of guys people we hate, man. A bunch of people who don't really care about wrestling.
It's unfortunate.
A University of Northern Iowa wrestler, which I'm okay with, I guess, there. A nose tackle, formerly signed with the Jets and Cowboys. Junior Amave. Sounds like he's probably Samoan. Paul Chang, former Canadian football player. A former running back with the Dolphins and Seahawks. A bikini competitor, who's trained under Brian Kendrick. Sound like anybody? Fucking Eva Marie.
Yeah.
A former Division I swimmer, who's 6'9".
Okay.
An All-American wrestler. A tough enough finalist. Ashley. So, yeah, just a bunch of former football players, not real wrestlers, not people who've worked on the indies and poured their lives into wrestling, not people who have childhood memories of it or who give a fuck about it.
Not people who deserve to be there, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah, people who, didn't succeed at the first thing they tried, so they might as well try this thing. And that's not to say that there's none that, never turned out. Because, like, Big E, he wasn't an indie guy, and there's a lot of guys who aren't indie guys who end up being not so bad. But for the most part, it's a bunch of shit. For the most part, it's a bunch of fucking Baron Corbins.
Whole fucking room full
I could bring up a bunch of fucking people that, everybody's forgotten from 10 years ago. Because that was about the time. Who was that guy? They briefly had him with The Undertaker. Just some giant ripped piece of shit, couldn't wrestle at all. And he, tagged with The Undertaker for a while. I forget his name. Either way, there's a literal fucking graveyard of overdoses and self-inflicted gunshot wounds of those people in this business. Lucha Underground ratings are up. They doubled from previous weeks, so Lucha Underground is awesome this week.
Yes, it was.
Spoiler alert. WWE is starting up a women's wrestling series. Actually, I take that back. This is not them. Excuse me. That's a different story I have here. Glow owner Ursula Hayden. That's the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. You remember that from the 80s? You ever see the documentary that's on Netflix about that?
Yes, I have.
Fantastic, actually.
Yes, sir.
So they signed a deal for a new season of Glow TV on Netflix.
Okay.
I guess I don't know what it's gonna be.
It's worth a shot, I guess.
It'll apparently.
When's it coming out?
It's like an actual show, I think.
Okay.
It'll apparently tell the tale of the struggling actress in the 80s who lands a role on Glow. The series will focus on the actress struggling through the many highs and lows of pro wrestling. So, it's not something I'm gonna. I mean, I don't know. Evidently, they had who's this cat? The creator of Orange Is the New Black and Weeds will be working on the series. They watched that person watched that documentary on Netflix and thought, hey, I should fucking do a show about that. So it's going to be like a drama kind of show. It's not something I'll watch, but, you know, hey, whatever. You ever watch those, like Orange Is the New Black? I've never seen it.
No. I watch...
I like Weeds.
I watch some of Weeds. Weeds was okay. But I stick to the ones I know are going to be good. Better Call Saul's.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones I watch.
I don't know. Yeah, well, with the shows, I feel like they really are for women. Because, like, Weeds, I watched that show, and I just hated that main character.
I didn't mind the main character. I thought it was funny at times.
Because, like, I don't know, it's like, oh, this is for women. It's not for... Women find a character like that empowering. As a man, I'm just like, I don't get it. So, but no less. See, you notice how there's been no real Apollo Crews lately?
Yeah, because he's back down at NXT.
I think he was on Main Event this week. Evidently.
Wasting them. They're doing exactly what you said, man.
Yeah, we called that shit.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, inside source says he's going back to NXT. He wrestled. It was Apollo Crews versus Victor of the Faces of Queer. The one who's not suspended for drugs.
Oh, okay.
Can you believe that that's a fucking match? One of those guys in a singles match.
With Apollo Crews.
Good.
Uha Nation.
Good fucking God. Yeah, terrible, man. They had no plan for this guy. And this is where it's going to go, too. It'll be he's going to get the blame, and he's going to saddle, going back down to NXT. When it wasn't his fault at all, man.
No, it sucks.
There was no way with no vignettes and no fucking real interview or camera time.
No way to get the crowd to know the guy.
Yeah,
exactly.
putting him against, like, Bo Dallas
Yeah.
and making him, like, barely beat him. And neutering his work style, dude. Uha Nation that can do all kinds of crazy shit. And he worked a very generic style his whole time in WWE.
Yes, he did.
It's like they're not letting him fucking work what he can do. So it's really unfortunate, man, because we really like that guy and we're behind him. And that's the shits. What are you going to do?
Drizzling shits.
Drizzling shits. Speaking of drizzling shits, rumors backstage that they're looking for a female talent to team with Kalisto in his current feud against Lana and Rusev. No?
What? Who? Why?
So that they can have mixed matches, dude.
Because they see it working in Lucha?
No, because they think that if one person has a woman, the other one should have one too, and that's going to be something.
They don't think Kalisto's big enough to fight another guy.
Yeah?
So they gotta put him in there against women.
Well, it's like right now the talk is that Bubba's Eden Sky is her name. I don't fucking know anything about TNA. His girlfriend who just quit TNA is going to come over and be in the thing with Carmella and those cats.
Big
And
cats.
that's well, Big Cass and Enzo.
Yeah.
Sounds fucking stupid to me. I don't know. You're gonna put Kalisto with a woman. Oh my god. They've already just like shit that guy away so bad. Him as the U.S. champion has been a joke. He wins he has the belt and then he just does tag matches on.
Oh, don't worry. Guess what? That U.S. championship
Oh yeah,
is going to come back. Just wait.
It's going to
Memorial Day for some reason, I think.
No, dude, it's going to Rusev, and it's going back to Cena, right? I mean, that seems like what's going to happen here.
Oh well, but how do you bring back Cena strong? Because it's for the belt tomorrow, right? Obviously tomorrow.
Yeah.
When we get so you're gonna put it on Rusev tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I fully imagine that's the case because Kalisto's run has been shitty. Not on his
And
own.
then
Well,
you're gonna have a reign of terror by next week's gonna be the Rusev show. He's gonna come in and destroy. Who knows? Probably Kalisto again, or maybe both of them guys.
Yeah, both the Lucha Dragons. Yeah.
And then and then next week it's gonna happen again, and then the week after it's gonna happen again, and then while it's happening, you're gonna have exactly.
I can't. I fucking don't want it, dude. I don't want to see him back.
Oh, John, it's John Cena's coming back, and
I hope he slips on a fucking banana peel. That
he does look like a Mario Kart. He looks like a Nintendo character.
That's me, Mario.
That's me, Cena.
Oh God. He is like a Super Mario, isn't he?
He is. He's a fucking superhero to these fucking...
God damn it. I'm not ready to fucking deal with it.
Oh, too bad. We get Seth Rollins comes back in two weeks after that. Then.
So, here's something I want to pose to you, man.
Okay.
It's not going to happen because they're not going to mix Reigns and Cena. But if you're watching Raw and Cena came out and fucking laid waste to Robot Reigns, you'd fucking cheer, wouldn't you?
Yeah, strictly on the...
Right?
Yeah, I would.
That's scary.
So that's the only way John Cena can get over with...
You could get John Cena over with Smarks probably by having that happen.
I think
if he came out and just threw that fucking huge mouth Samoan motherfucker around, I would cheer John Cena.
Yeah, man.
What a crazy thing. Maybe that's like the whole thing is like the most creative way ever to actually get John Cena over with people.
The most real way, yep.
Oh, God. Cena and Reigns, dude. WrestleMania next year, I bet.
Oh, don't give me any ideas, please.
Oh, dude, they're probably going to do it.
Yep.
Nikki Bella's also coming back at some point, I think.
I heard Breeze knocked up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He
He got his little goat up in there far enough, I guess.
He works quick, man. He works quick. Man, Stephanie McMahon writing a memoir. It's coming out this September. She probably has...
Oh, we'll finally know. We'll finally know if she fucked the Macho Man.
I highly doubt it.
I'm sorry, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah.
Oh, man. Who gives a fuck? Like, she needs any more platforms to be like, look how fucking awesome I am.
No, she doesn't need any more.
I fucking hate her, dude.
Unless it involves leaving the wrestling world forever.
Oh, I hate her.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's not gonna happen, dude.
Shush. It might.
WWE is hoping to use Stephanie's memoir as a way to really put the spotlight behind her and get her out in front of the general public more. Ugh. That makes me feel like makes my fucking mouth have a bad taste, dude. I feel like I just had so much shit in my mouth.
Like a drink out of like a sour milk or something. Yeah.
One of WWE's goals is to get more eyes on Stephanie and have her build a relationship with the audience. So when it's time for her to replace Vince McMahon when he steps down, she will be seen as the heir apparent that has already been groomed and put out to the public.
I mean, what? Okay, so what have they been doing for the last decade, 15 years?
Watching their
If-
ratings go down while she writes on the show.
Yeah.
She doesn't know shit about this, man.
No, she doesn't. She's dumb.
She's worked there. I mean, she's business shit. Like, fake giving a fuck about kid children with cancer to make money and look good in public. Bang up on that, dude. She's bang up on that. But wrestling, she doesn't know shit.
No.
And it's crazy because you've been there this whole fucking time. And you've been around people who know what they're doing. How have you picked up jack shit from anything?
Yeah, how have you not picked up anything?
I don't understand. Doesn't make any sense.
She didn't have a notebook, I guess, huh? She couldn't have wrote some of it down. I think she would have.
You think you'd fucking figure something out?
You'd think you would, yeah, you're right.
You think like, hey, all that time you were working on SmackDown with Paul Heyman, if instead of arguing with him constantly and burying him and shit,
Maybe you should listen.
maybe you could have listened and, learned how to fucking book wrestling and write wrestling. Nah. Speaking,
Yeah.
Let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, no. I don't wanna.
Well,
I don't wanna.
this week for Raw, we find ourselves in North Carolina in what is reportedly a half-full arena. Sounded like it.
Yep. God, they were boring.
According to inside sources in Ticketmaster. A lot of tickets available for this show. Sound doctoring like a motherfucker on this show?
For sure. Absolutely. From the fucking gates, man.
Lillian Garcia was back. She's still awful. Hope your dad gets better, Lillian. But you suck. Yeah, man. Raw this week I thought it was pretty fucking boring.
Yeah, I agree. The only good thing was I thought the New Day promo was pretty funny. I enjoyed that.
Styles kicks the show off. Interrupted by Reigns. Luke and Anderson come out. Blah, blah, blah. Sami Zayn and Cesaro. No contest, of course.
And the 10 seconds that Kevin Owens was on the mic was, again, the best part of the show.
Well, when they added him into a tag.
Yeah, and then they added him into the tag. That was even better, yeah.
He's like,
oh, Sammy, you're so talented.
I love where he's like, I won too. And he's making the ref come over and raise his arm. I won too. Fucking awesome.
Yeah, and when Sammy's in there and he's just heckling him while he's wrestling the whole time. Owens is on the outside. Yeah. It was fucking great. I liked it.
I mean, decent setup here for this four-way coming up at Extreme Rules.
I don't think they should have done a four-way.
Well, fuck. I mean, yeah. Sami Zayn and Owens have their own thing. It's not really necessary to put this.
No necessary to put two other guys in there.
I don't think the belt's going to go to... I mean, I think the belt's staying with Miz on this show.
Think so?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't...
Keep it on him all summer until SummerSlam?
I wouldn't, but I'm sure they will because he's got new merch out. His wife's going to be on Total Divas this year. WWE logic.
Yeah.
None of the reasons that merit why a guy should be on top, Not like, our fan base likes this guy and we'll pay money to come see him. Because Miz doesn't draw shit. No,
he doesn't. Not with that gimmick. They got to drop the Hollywood gimmick. That shit never worked for anything else. I think
he's fucking... The Miz sucks, dude.
I don't think he's awful. I think he's packaged way wrong. I think there's something you can do with him, but what they're doing right now with him isn't working.
As a train drink. We've seen movies. The Miz ain't in them, dude.
Well, right, yeah.
Owens and Zayn win. Zayn pins Miz after a haluva kick. Owens then super kicks Zayn. Whatever.
And he won too.
Then we had a Golden Corral commercial that had Apollo Crews in it.
Oh, God.
I don't know if they have some kind of chicken special coming up.
I'm so glad I pay the extra $3 for no commercials on Hulu.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Come on, man. All Night Duo was advertised. Usos versus Gallows and Anderson. Again, these guys have been wrestling fucking every show for the last month. So, I'm sure you're excited for their match at Extreme Rules.
Oh, yeah.
Considering they've wrestled each other fucking nonstop. We have the debut of the Shining Stars.
Oh, my God, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, you witnessed a fucking stillbirth. I'm serious. If you ever wonder, what anything of that's like, you watched it, dude.
Yep.
They're going against Scott Jackson and Brian Kennedy.
They were on NXT the week before under two different names.
Well, yeah, dude.
Were they not?
John Skyler and Corey Hollis.
Yeah.
Skyler's trunks say Skyler on them, and Hollis's say CH. We watch them on NXT all the time under those names, and you're going to just say that there's Scott Jackson and Brian Kennedy, and no one's going to notice.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
On Raw nonetheless, man.
Why would you have two fucking jobbers?
Because they're jobbing out to do two fucking jobbers. That's why you got to bring up. It's like a food chain here. They're lesser jobbers than these jobbers.
Those jobbadoras are already the bottom. So
how do you get further than the bottom?
We need to bring in no-name guys and then give them different names.
Give them no-name guy. Bring up two no-name guys that nobody knows, but we got to give them different names so nobody's figured it out.
And maybe they will be shitty enough to lose to the fucking. Oh my god! You know why? Because they didn't have another tag team that they'll have these fuckers beat.
Not with Connor or whichever one is.
Yeah, exactly. Connor's out fucking on the suspension.
You can't have the Ascension job.
Yeah. Who else would you? They have nobody else. That's exactly why.
Yep.
I just came up with that as we were discussing it. That's exactly it. They had nobody else shitty enough to fucking put these guys over on.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, no. It wasn't, and that's the thing with these guys, too. Good in the ring, man. I have no real beef with them in the ring. I thought they looked good. I like the finishing move they're doing. It looked fucking pretty brutal.
But at least make them look like a viable threat. See, that's what when we get to it, that's what they did with the other tag team that's kind of this goofy gimmick that you couldn't really take seriously. They made them look like a viable threat to the New Day. Yeah. So yeah. At least, why such the stupid gimmick? Why?
Dude, what is that gimmick, man?
What is it?
There's rumors. I heard rumors that backstage, Vince was furious, dude. And according to the rumors I've heard,
who came up with that?
Well, I figured him.
Well, why was he mad about it then?
Well, I don't know. Because he can be, but it's half baked as fuck. But from what I understood, he was furious, and it won't be back. So I'm curious to see. Will they have a 1 week run at this, and that's it? Fuck you.
That's all we get of that. And they featured it. It was featured on their whole entrance and everything. Usually you skip entrances on Hulu. Nope, the whole thing. You had to sit through that whole fucking thing.
Did they put some cheering in there?
No. It was silent.
They left it silent?
They left it silent, yeah. It was dead.
If you'd have fucking ripped ass during that entrance, everyone would have heard it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was just...
It was abysmal.
It was glorious at the same time because from the first vignette we saw this coming, dude.
Oh yeah.
Everybody saw this coming.
It's awful.
So awful. I feel bad for those guys because even in the vignettes, they weren't bad. They can talk. They can wrestle.
And they're great. Yeah, they're good in the ring.
Why can't they just be like the fucking Colon brothers?
Why can't they just
from Puerto Rico who kick ass and cheat?
Yeah.
What the fuck can't they just do that, dude?
Yeah, why can't they do that? That would work. That would work with these guys.
Yeah, that's it. They're the Cologne brothers.
You know?
And they cheat, and they fuck people up.
Yeah, they come out with leather jackets or something. You know? Make them look... Yeah, I don't know. Just make them look tough or make them look like a threat. You know, that's all it is. It's just... I don't know how they ever thought that this would be anything. Who thought that it would be... It doesn't even sound good on paper.
It's one of the worst ideas.
Oh,
Gimmick I've
absolutely.
seen in a while, dude.
Well, and we're talking. There's been some really bad gimmicks.
This is like worse than the Drifter. This makes the Drifter look fucking genius.
Oh, and there's 2 of them too, so it's twice as bad.
It's like AIDS times 2.
Puerto Rican AIDS times.
Yeah, dude. God damn. Holy shit.
Oh fuck. Yeah, it's bad. It's terrible. I mean, there's other ways to do this. You gotta make them. They don't.
It's beyond words.
I can't even.
Beyond words. Just like, it's the...
I don't know.
Oh,
It's definitely not helping their cause at all.
Oh, shit. Up next, we had Dean Ambrose and Chris Jericho. Bro. Swear to God, bro. Asylum match. Money.
Get the flashy jacket out there. He tears it up, bro. Yeah,
Bro.
gold and with money. Gold.
I swear to God. Really nice of WWE to let Vince Russo book a match, dude. Holy shit.
Right.
Oh, fuck. Cage, bro, we'll hang a fucking mop up there. A plant. There's literally a plant and a mop and bucket hanging above a steel cage in 2016.
Yep. Bro.
In year 2016 of Jesus. Of our Lord and Savior. What is it they say? the year 2016 of our Lord Savior, whatever the fuck they say. Oh my God.
Of our Lord. I think they just say of our Lord.
Okay, well, this is silly, dude. What is going on? And it's like, oh, this is a new idea for him. No, it's not, dude. Like, Raven did a match like this in TNA.
Yeah, there was an asylum.
They had
match
like
in TNA.
50 matches like this, dude. Where they hang fucking dildos above a cage. Shit, it's fucking ridiculous. It's like there may as well be like plastic swords and shit hanging up there.
Sounds like a good
bucket, dude.
That sounds like a good match to see Charlotte and fucking Paige in. It's like steel cage with a bunch of dildos hanging above it.
Double-sided dildos. To win, you must penetrate the vagina and ass of your opponent.
And
imagine Lillian Garcia trying to get through the rules of that thing. She would.
oh, she would stumble all over the place.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck.
I don't know what to even say about this, man. There's seriously a plant hanging above there. It's just awful. This feud was never good, and the fact that it's going still is beyond.
Why do they feel the need to put Ambrose over anymore? They had him over. He was over. He is over.
Oh, I don't know. I'd say he was over. I don't know that I'd say he is over.
Well, you mix him back into the main title shit again. He'll be over.
Maybe. I feel like they've lost a ton on it.
Yeah,
He's not as over as he was 6 months ago.
no.
Because, well, I mean, everybody watched him lose a bunch, and that took a lot of the wind out of the sails. And now he's just, he's like fucking Wile E. Coyote out there with a fucking mop and bucket. It's nonsense, dude. Like he's going to strap a rocket to his back and try to fucking clothesline Chris Jericho or something.
he's gonna like paint a hole in the ring or something. Some dumb shit. Have a bunch of boxes with Acme on the outside of them.
Yeah, I fucking wouldn't doubt it, dude.
That's fucking silly.
Take Johnny Moxley, make him Wile E. fucking Coyote.
Yeah. Bro, I got a great idea here, bro.
Swear to God, bro. Fucking nuts. Dana Brooke.
Yep, missed that.
Emma had to go in. She hurt herself last week. Had back surgery. Talking like 6 to 8 months or 6 to 10 months.
That's too bad.
That's unfortunate. I feel bad for her. You know, she was kind of getting somewhere, and
she's not bad. She's not as bad as some of them girls, but
Yeah.
she's
so we get Dana Brooke instead.
well, I'm glad Hulu cut this out.
Yeah. I'm not your enemy. You're fucking wrong, bitch. You are. Dana Brooke wins in a sloppy-looking fucking match. She looks like shit, in my opinion, dude. She's green and just not good. not good. Tyler Breeze and Fandango.
What? Tyler Breeze was on Raw?
Yeah, Breeze Dongo is what they're calling that team because creativity.
Oh, man, pay them guys a lot of money.
They defeated the Golden Truth, dude. So you missed out on Hulu. You missed out on.
I missed out on those two. I missed out on the Golden Truth shit. I haven't seen any of this. I don't know what's going on with any of it.
Dude, the most compelling storyline in the company.
And they're not showing it on the Hulu version.
This is outrage.
This is outrage.
I'm going to write a letter.
I'm going to write an angry letter.
Hold on, get this.
Okay.
Tyler Breeze pins Goldust after R-Truth accidentally kicks him. Tyler Breeze, 2 wins on Raw in a row. He's got a rocket strapped to him, boy.
Oh, boy, yeah. Somebody better keep this kid's head out of the clouds. So that makes him 4 for 75 for the year?
Yeah, 4 for 900 since debuting.
Good for him.
What did you think about New Day and their new DeLorean time machine?
I thought it was funny.
Yeah?
It made me giggle a little bit. I liked the part where Kofi came out doing his old gimmick. That was funny. That was good.
That was a super...
That was a nice little touch.
From what I understand, it was maybe McShane's idea to do this time machine thing. But obviously anything in it that was good was New Day.
Yep.
You know, asking like why your keyboard is sticky, and that Kofi thing was great. That did make me laugh. And he's like pulling him in there, like, no man, 2009 was my best year.
Yeah, man, he's like, I don't want to go back. Yeah, I did a lot of stuff.
I admit, I fucking laughed when I heard the SOS. I hear you jumping.
But I thought they made the Vaudevillains look like a viable threat in this little thing. So
And
I thought it was good.
Oddly, I've come around to the Vaudevillains. I didn't like the Vaudevillains.
I liked the way they made them. They changed them a little bit when they brought them up to the main roster, and it was just enough. Is that
And
nice
as
little
crazy
yeah.
as it sounds, maybe the best thing that ever happened to them was fucking throwing that little New York motherfucker under the ring, dude. Honestly, did that put them over? I think it did. I think it added to their level of heel that they hurt Enzo.
Yeah.
That they hurt him.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously not on purpose or anything.
Yeah, not on purpose, but yeah.
But it did kind of help them in a roundabout sort of way.
It did. Yeah, it got them up there, and they really they did what they needed to do. I think this is a match I'm interested in.
Yeah, I agree. I just wish at some point they'd, the third guy thing is kind of like, I don't know if they should, why they haven't made a third belt for those guys. And then maybe they can, well, I guess then you have to all do it in trios. Yeah, I mean, it's fair. I guess I'm sure we'll be getting Kofi and Big E and with Xavier Woods on the outside. And I'm sure there's all kinds of fucking nonsense planned for this. So I look forward to it, man.
It's some sort of Extreme Rules to the match. So what are the stipulations in this one? Time machine match or some dumb shit?
Time machine match. Let me just pull up the card real quick. I don't see anything. Just tag team match.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I'm not sure. I guess not every match has to have the crazy stips.
Well, that's odd.
Did you see the package for Golden Truth? They played about a fucking 5-minute WrestleMania caliber fucking vignette about the story of them two.
Nothing. Like I said, nothing.
Instead of using that time to, I don't know, do vignettes for Apollo Crews or Boring Corbin or any of these other fucking new guys. Nope. What a waste of time. So you have
oh, excuse me.
The Usos with Roman Reigns defeating Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson with Styles on the outside.
Why would you do this?
Rest in peace to fucking Gallows and Anderson at this point.
Yeah, why would you do this to them guys?
They brought those guys in, and they made them look strong, and to me, they've just ruined them at this point. This is what they're going to do. They're going to use these three, smart favorites, and they're going to beat them with their own fucking silly... I mean, you couldn't make anything more WWE branded than Roman Reigns and the Usos. And, yeah. I mean, Anderson and Gallows are already just kind of a non-factor. When the Usos are beating you, it's pretty questionable.
Mm-hmm.
I also thought they spoiled a spot here. Styles does the Styles Clash onto a chair, a spot you could have saved for the match on Sunday. In my opinion, it was cool.
It was still an all right spot, though.
No, it was cool. I just feel like I'd have probably saved it.
Yep.
You have.
Maybe you got something bigger coming, but anyway, through an
I don't
announcing
think this-
table. I wouldn't mind seeing Roman Reigns taking a fucking Styles Clash through the announcing table and breaking his neck. I kid though. I don't really want. I don't want him to die or nothing. Just hurt him a little bit. Put him out of TV for just a little bit.
I want him to die.
I was speaking for myself, sir.
Big Cass comes out. Real fucking cutting edge, up to date, hip promo here. He does an Urkel impression, followed by a stuttering Bubba impression. So, Family Matters ended in 1998. Bubba stopped stuttering in 1999. So, bang up job there, boys. Real cutting edge on that. Big Cass defeats Devon Dudley. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're pushing him singles while Enzo's out. Hey, that dude better hurry up and get his shit together, man, because he's going to be watching this guy go single in a pretty fucking quick time, I think.
Yep.
Going to end up being a manager if you don't hurry up.
Gonna be with Paul Heyman.
Yeah. Del Rio defeats Kalisto.
And then takes Paige to the shower and fucks her like crazy after the match. Sorry.
Nonsense. Rusev attacks Sin Cara backstage, which is just dumb. Brings him down the ring.
Yeah. This was stupid.
Distraction. And, yeah. Del Rio gets the win. Rusev puts him in the Accolade, which WWE tried to play off as a real injury. This week, when I tweeted about this, I was like, that's a fucking work. Some people were like, you're wrong. Did you see how much he bended him? He's hurt.
Yeah.
But he was actually in Mexico doing promotional work, so
yeah,
he's not
okay.
hurt. So if you came up on our Twitter and you were fucking talking shit about, about that, you're fucking wrong.
Yep.
Kiss my ass and suck my dick, everyone. In the words of Kenny Powers, dude. Oh, fuck. And, Stephanie and Shane, your main event, last week's main event was, was destroying our coat. This week's main event, a contract signing. A complete crutch at this point, dude.
Oh, yeah. The contract signing is like the most...
It's a crutch
Yep.
to laziness, to be fucking lazy.
It's a way to expand the story without really like adding any new elements to the story.
It's a lazy shit that they've done forever.
That's just to stretch it out. Just a time filler.
It's just easy. It's like, well, should we do a contract signing? Okay, cool.
Yep. Somebody going through a table? Yeah, somebody going through a table. Okay. All right.
The same shit you've done forever.
Yep.
Steph always goes over, in case you're wondering. She slaps Rick. Rick takes about the worst fucking bump ever. Just terrible. I know the guy's 70, but holy shit, it was awful. And, Stephanie always fucking wins, dude. She always goes over. It's so dumb. Like, the point of a heel is to eventually get your comeuppance.
Right.
And she just never does. She always wins. So, that was Raw.
That was raw. That hurts.
I give it 3 bro, I swear to gods out of 10.
I'll give it 2. I don't know. I can't remember. JBL said something stupid this week, so 2 of those out of 10.
It says something stupid every fucking week.
Right, you pick one.
He doesn't even know what show he's on that fucking
Right.
day.
Maggle. Virgil. Byron.
Maggle.
Maggle.
Did you work with a guy named Maggle that you just
I do. I like going back into the into the open area and just screaming Moggle when I need to find something into the warehouse. Moggle!
Do you know what you're talking about?
Yeah, he does know what I'm talking about.
There you go. Let's get into Mark Tank. Dude, Mark Tank will be coming back, man. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden we kind of stopped doing Mark Tank. Mark Tank's always a fun time.
Yes.
So this week's Mark Tank is all about Roman Reigns. Because if you're looking for marks,
That's the first place to look, yep.
I'm sure we'll have a Cena one come up in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. For some reason, I think in 2 weeks we're going to have a real... I'll have a bunch to add to the Mark Tank.
Once that real Christ comes back. Oh, man. Estella, hashtag Roman Empire, says, champ. Let's go here, too, before we get into it.
I was going to say, we're off to a good start with @Reigns Empire. Okay, anyway.
That's not her actual name, but
Well,
I'll say it.
But...
I read these exactly as they're typed, so I did not correct any of the grammar or anything on these. I don't want... Should we call out people's Twitter names? I don't want people going to harass them. I kind of do, but not really.
Why not?
Let's go with display names. Estella, hashtag Roman Empire, says, champ, WWE Roman Reigns, you rocked in SmackDown. You showed the bloodline is the strongest. You beat AJ and his club amazingly. Amazingly.
It's not even a word.
Rachel Rensley says, @Roman Reigns, spear everyone at Extreme Rules, and still you're WWE World Heavyweight Camp Roman Reigns.
Camp Roman Reigns, where's that at?
It's another cartoon show, yeah.
Oh, God, no. Shit.
This guy here, Abhishek Yadav,
Yeah, Gesundheit.
to a group on, to a Facebook group called I Love WWE, says, who is win for Extreme Rule? Live Roman Reigns, comment AJ Styles. So,
Okay.
see, live. I imagine he's saying like for Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
But I also love who is win for Extreme Rule.
No one is win for
We is all lose. Brittany Morgan Blevins says, God Almighty bless this feud is awesome. Cannot wait for Extreme Rules this Sunday. Really? It's awesome. God bless you for this. Claudine Silverman. Roman Reigns, you are the best. I want you be the crap out of AJ Nasty Fast Styles.
What?
That would be great.
Is that-
the top
is
is that,
that-
like he comes down to the ring and the little nameplate pops up and it's like AJ Nasty Fast Styles.
Was that two people, like, talking at the same time?
Hey, you are the best. I want you be the crap out of AJ Nasty Fast Styles.
What the fuck?
What the fuck indeed. Mark Tank.
Wow.
Annie Swinson. I can't stand AJ Styles. I hope he never get a belt. Team Roman Reigns. This one's real interesting. Dale Eden on Facebook. To all the WWE superstars, I would like to have a friend request from you, me, and a friend on Facebook. And if John Cena and Roman Reigns gets a request from me, please accept. And I would like to get an autographed picture from two of the badasses of Kent, the WWE please and thank you. Dale Eden.
Okay, that guy's 6 years old.
He's not, dude.
He's not.
Look,
Okay, then he's been in some sort of accident.
It's a survive. He has PTSD from early 2000s WWE.
Oh,
If you get a friend request from me, please accept.
oh shit. It's too funny.
Vanessa Garcia. I was think the THA and then THE. So I was think the should have a Roman Reigns T-shirt. The say the guy. What do y'all think? Yeah, just a shirt that says the guy, you know. All these people agreed with her, too. It's funny.
What?
John
What is-
Pistano says, that would be cool.
What did she say? Read that one back to me again.
You got to really focus.
Yeah, I kind of lost.
You imagine
you
how it
lost me halfway through there.
You got to imagine how it is for me to try to read this shit. She says, I was think the should have a Roman Reigns t-shirt. The say the guy. What do y'all think?
That is a lot of thes in one sentence. I think that holds a record somewhere. That was like 7 thes in that sentence, if I'm not mistaken. Not?
Dude, it's unbelievable.
Wow. Okay, anyway.
Nazmul Hassan says, like if you think Roman Reigns is the best wrestler in the world.
Oh, man.
Believe that, dude.
I believe Dad.
Like I said, I got an extra large episode of these fucking things because, honestly, I could go for days. Serb says, this one was sent in to us by somebody. Someone asked, who is the greatest of all time with the spear? Edge, Goldberg, or who? So that was like a real legitimate Twitter. This guy responds, Roman Reigns, and it's not even close. Everyone's spear's so sloppy. He looks like ... a fucking spear.
There's so many ways we could take this one, but
He looks like he should be holding a fucking spear.
Oh, man, I wasn't going to go there.
Like, you know pass, with his fucking big spear in his hand.
Roman make wrestle.
You know pass, Roman makes spear.
Oh, shit.
Just got a couple more, dude. Somebody here, this guy. Roman Reigns is big loser and cheater. Yes or no? He's asking.
Yeah, I bet he's a bit looser after Vince had him up at his office.
Grabbing that fucking brass cock ring. And this guy responded to this question, Roman is so smart and understanding, man.
What?
That's right. Ariel B. Gontier says, if Roman has 1 million number of fans, I am one of them. If Roman has 10 fans, I am one of them. If Roman have only 1 fan, and that is me. If Roman has no fans, that means I am no more on the earth. His world against Roman. I am against the world. I love Roman till my last breath. Garth, that was a haiku. What the fuck is that, dude? If Roman have only 1 fan, and that is me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That one was too much. That one was almost too much.
I only got a couple more here, okay? We'll move on. They were so many. Like, this didn't even take. Usually, like Mark Tank, it'll take me a little while. But man, this week it was like, I just stopped. I was like, dude, I could just go for days with this. I was talking so much, my cigarette went out. Newfangled cigarettes, man. They don't keep burning like old ones did.
No, they don't.
Now they go out. You can't even burn your fucking bed down. Joseph Levesque IV.
Oh,
Got a good name for it, man.
yep.
Nepotism is a big thing there. One day, I will be there, the wrong there, by the way, as an rookie, just getting trained, and the other decades I will be also there, but as if like Triple H admiring the future of that company. As a WWE superstar, not like Triple H, nor like Roman Reigns, definitely not like Kevin Owens, but as like the other name, the Regime.
What?
One
That made no sense. None of that.
He's going to train to be a wrestler one day. But he's not going to be like Triple H or Roman or Kevin Owens. He's going to be the Regime.
The whole thing? All of it?
My favorite part of this was, I will be there as an rookie, just getting trained, and the other decades I will be also there.
What?
I'm telling you, this one's really long. So eventually I'll probably just stop on it. But this lady's like seriously mad about wrestling. Tammy Walker. So that's definitely an American, right?
Yep.
Wow.
Right.
All I got to say is what the fuck, AJ Styles is a cheating, scared, phenomenal bitch. Dude, it was supposed to be Gallows and Roman Reigns. He had to fucking cheat, and then fuck everybody started fighting. She just goes on about this, like, really mad. Like, how dare AJ Styles do this?
How dare there be interference
Do you
on a
think
television show?
Do you think that like these people just aren't aware of kayfabe? Like, I mean, is that possible? In our Lord's 2016?
Unfortunately, there are people out there who support Donald Trump, so yes. Yes, I'm going to have to go with there are people who don't know what kayfabe is.
Oh, fuck. And let's see here. Maya Jade Ringo says Roman Reigns is the best wrestler ever and forever.
Believe dab.
Believe that. And then here's my mark of the week for this week's mark tag.
Drum roll, please.
At it's not even spelled right, but it's basically like reigning Roman. Says it's pretty simple to the point.
It's like raining like bad weather. Like
It's raining Roman. It's raining.
It's raining shit.
It's just raining shitty speaking, shitty wrestling Samoan wrestlers from this guy. They're doing Superman punches down from the clouds.
Oh God, no.
They just
Stay indoors. I hope you have insurance.
It's just one sentence straight to the point, and that's, I hope Roman Reigns blows them up. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah. He hopes he blows them up, dude. Comes out to the ring with TNT and fucking blows them up.
That's Dean Ambrose's gimmick.
That is Wile E. Coyote shit. And then I came across this in there. I don't know if it's true or not, but I feel bad for this guy. Jerry Ventetta. Dude, condolences to you. He says, I ordered an AJ Styles shirt, and they sent me a Roman Reigns shirt.
Oh, no, man.
You think they just do that now?
They just send, no matter who you ordered, they send you a Roman Reigns shirt.
There you go.
Fuck that.
Fucking nonsense, man.
It comes in a box of bootios, I bet.
Yeah, maybe. It is definitely fucking booty. NXT, man, we can just kind of bust.
I tried. I didn't make it all the way through NXT.
Boring. Carmella
I stopped there.
defeats. I started that until I got bored. It was when that bitch came out first.
I'm totally serious. Yeah, I pretty much stopped.
Not this week, dude.
Yeah, not this week.
Oh, God. I love it.
All right, anyway.
She beats Peyton Royce. Peyton Royce is pretty good. I know Lucha John puts her over. I don't know. I just care so little about women's wrestling that you really have to do something to impress me. You know?
Right.
I don't know. Anyway. Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano defeated fucking Rob Risen and Danny Burch. Now, Rob Risen, I don't know if he a long-distance relative of Tara Risen.
Yeah, terrorizing. I wonder what happened to that guy. He had a strong debut in WCW.
He looked like, you know...
He could have been something.
If you know whatever happened to Tara Risen, go ahead and
let us know.
and let us know. Bailey versus Nia Jax. Because the first time that wasn't boring enough. Nia Jax wins. So there you go. Pretty much the show. They added a cage to Joe and Balor, so a takeover. That'll be the first cage match in NXT.
Really?
Yeah.
Took this long?
Right, yeah.
Wow.
And I feel like it was a good addition because they needed to step on this. I didn't care about this match. I've seen Joe and Balor enough.
Yeah, it's done now, yeah.
Balor being in NXT, and I like to see Joe move up. Either one of them, just something happen.
Right. Right.
So that's coming up in June. Lucha Underground.
All right.
This week. I thought it was a really good show, man. You know, started off Dario Cueto and Cage in a cool backstage, basically telling Cage that if Chavo gets the medallion into the belt, he's in the match. That's all there is to it. So they kind of started off the show with kind of not a really great match. Argenis, Daga, Cobra Moon, and Masquerita Sagrada in a 4-way.
Yep.
Famous B was great on the mic, as
Yeah,
always. He's fucking awesome. I don't know if he's going to wrestle this year or not, man.
I was gonna call. I was thinking about calling the number and giving him a reason why he should make us famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Famous bitch.
No.
No. I thought it was an okay match, you know. Daga won. He's pretty good. I don't really have I mean, he's kind of a generic dude. Not really much to him, but I thought that was okay.
Well, they set up a storyline with him, so it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
So we'll see more of him.
I'm trying to think of what storyline did they set up on that?
With Cobra Moon.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah,
Right.
I have my notes here for
Rubbing
that.
her tits at him and shit.
Yeah, I'd fuck that snake-looking bitch. Absolutely.
I don't care if her mask fits or not.
Well, you wanted to be a little loose. Give us some room for her jaw to stretch. The backstage segment with the Moth and Killshot. Dude, how amazing was the sound effect when Moth cocked his arm, dude?
Yep.
That was amazing. I popped so hard for that. Like an actual gun cocking sound when he cocked his arm. Just amazing. Really good match, too. I like Killshot. It's cool that they're kind of putting a focus on Killshot now.
Mm-hmm.
But Marty steals his dog tags, so I don't know. I guess they're paired off here for the future. That could be interesting, I suppose. I'd just like to see Killshot do something. You know, he's really good in the ring for being a very lanky dude. His physique is very slender, but he's alright. And you moved into the Gift of the Gods match. And I don't know, what did you think of this, man?
The Gift of the Gods match? I thought it was good.
Yeah. Chavo wins, though?
Yeah. Well, it sets up Cage's storyline.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and the thing, Chavo can still go. A lot of people give him shit. And I think, I think he's still go. He's still a good heel. I don't have a problem with it. This is a pretty fun match.
Well, it's how you get, because eventually, you're going to have to give Cage his title shot, eventually, and this is how you extend the story a little bit, because you got something going with the title right now, so this is how you extend the storyline until Cage gets till they get where they're at with that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you just have him feud with Chavo for a little while.
It was a good match. You had Aerostar in there, Sinestro de la Muerte, the Mac, Sexy Star, Joey Ryan.
Who was awesome in this match, I thought.
Joey Ryan?
Yeah.
He's awesome in every match. Name a match he isn't awesome in. Go ahead, I'll wait.
Well, we're going to be waiting for a while.
And the show goes off with this weird fucking S&M Vampiro and Pentagon scene going on. He has Pentagon tied up, and he's about to smash him in the head with a baseball bat covered in barbed wire as it cuts.
Yep. While, he was hitting him with a kendo stick the entire time leading up to. So, yeah.
It was kind of a cool scene, man, the way he was, strung up there and shit.
Mm-hmm.
When the guy's from a wheelchair, he can't move and shit, so he, ties him up, and pretty fucking cool. Kind of dark, for the show, which is part of why this show's fun.
Right.
And wrestling for adults. I guess we'll see, man. It's another good episode. Excited to see kind of where it goes, and you got some new, some new stories coming out of it. There's a train.
Time to drink.
I don't care if you're listening to this early morning on a Sunday or something. Drink, motherfucker.
That's when I drink.
Drink in the morning, it makes the whole day better. And I guess we kind of go through Extreme Rules real quick.
Yeah, well, yeah.
From the Prudential Center in New Jersey. Sponsored,
Bro.
sponsored by Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Huh? Your kickoff show match, Ziggler.
Hey, hold on. Do you think they would have called that Out of the Sheldos instead, but it sounded too much like dildos?
Sheldos?
Yeah, Out of the Shadows, Out of the Sheldos. And they'd, like, I don't know, play it like that. But Sheldos sounds too much like dildos.
Yeah. That movie's gonna be fucking dildos.
It's got, come on, man. Hey, we watch movies, and guess what? I'm going to watch that movie just because I didn't think the first one was all as awful as people were saying. It wasn't great by any means, but it wasn't as bad as everybody was making it out to be.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna watch it, and guess what? Sheamus is gonna be in that one, not The Miz.
Yeah. Good God. Because what does he play again? Which one does he play?
He plays the rhinoceros. Rocksteady? Bebop? Yeah, Bebop was the pig.
Because when I think of a fucking rhinoceros, I think of a fucking
big-
Irishman.
A big pale Irishman with a fucking red mohawk, right?
Like his body, he's playing the body of it. He's not playing the voice, I'm sure.
No, I think he's the voice.
Why would he be fucking Irish, man?
Why would a rhinoceros be Irish?
Yeah.
Well, why the fuck not? Why would you have fucking Ninja Turtles in the sewers of fucking Manhattan?
In 10 years, kids will be like, what's a rhinoceros?
It's gonna be in Ireland. Don't worry. After the whole, plate shift will be, it'll all make sense.
After we return to Pangea.
Yes.
Yeah.
It'll all make sense.
Okay.
It's foretelling the future.
So I don't even know where to go from that. Ziggler and Corbin in a no disqualification match. That's your kickoff match.
Oh boy, that was our kickoff match for the house show.
Yeah. These two have been wrestling each other nonstop. Neither of them were on Raw, though. They did nothing on Raw to advance this storyline, so.
Why would they? They have SmackDown. People watch SmackDown.
I did watch SmackDown. I don't know if they did anything with it.
How far did you make it?
Dude, I watch SmackDown in about a half hour usually because I just fast forward like everything. I think Ziggler had a match, and then Corbin came out after and talked from the ramp, and that was it. So, whatever. I mean, that match, Corbin's going over. Obviously, Ziggler went over last time, and 50-50 booking says. Kalisto and Rusev. I think they're definitely moving the belt to Rusev.
Absolutely.
Kalisto probably back to being in a tag team with, back to the Lucha Dragons probably.
Yeah, with Dana Brooke.
Oh, God. Dean Ambrose and Chris Jericho in an Asylum match.
Gonna have to be admitted to an asylum after watching this match.
Probably. I mean, I got to put Dean Ambrose over in this.
You'd have to.
Ambrose went over last time, so
yeah, maybe it's
50-50
50-50 booking.
Now they'd be
Drink some Coke.
I keep expecting Jericho's probably done soon to go back out on tour with his band and all that shit, isn't he? You'd expect summer festivals, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't get my Fozzy tickets yet. That reminds me. Thanks for reminding me.
Tickets for what?
Fozzy. Thanks.
Yeah, you better get on there quick if you want to get good tickets.
Yeah, sell out quick.
Yeah. The Usos versus the Club Sandwich in a Tornado Tag Team match. At least it's Tornado Tag.
Yeah, I like Tornado Tag Teams.
But these guys have wrestled 1,000 times, and the Usos beat them every time, so what's the fucking point?
Maybe they finally go over.
Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. Let's hope they don't bury these guys within the first month that they got them.
They don't care. They'll fucking soak. It doesn't bother them to sign some guys just to bury them, you know? I mean, you're paying for booing Roman Reigns, so Vince will make you pay.
Yeah.
Fatal 4-Way. for the Intercontinental Championship. I expect that to stay with The Miz.
Think so? Keep it on until SummerSlam.
Well, I'm sure that's what they'll do. Like I said, his
Either
wife's
that, or you put it on either. How about you put it here? How about this? You put it on Zayn,
Yeah.
and then you have a Owens Zayn feud up until SummerSlam.
Well, I'm not telling you what I would do. I'm just telling you what I think they're going to do.
Okay.
Because, I could come up with a million things better than Miz keeping it, but I feel like that's what's going to happen. Yeah, you could do a lot of shit with it, but they're not going to. I would like to almost see him push Owens up towards the top, but, right now, and for the foreseeable future, being in the main event picture just ends up with you laying on your back for a shitty spear, so...
Well,
I wouldn't wish that on fucking anybody. Charlotte and Talia. I don't know what they'll do here. Probably keep it on Charlotte. If Ric Flair comes to ringside, she loses the belt. So maybe he costs her the belt. That'd be an interesting way to get it off her.
yep.
Cause some issue between him and her. I don't know.
And then he's arrested in an airport again.
Yeah, well, probably.
Yep. Okay.
Tag match, New Day and Vaudevillains for the belts.
Now this one's interesting. What do you think?
I can't see him taking off the New Day. They're the thing right now.
I think that those belts were designed for a team like the Vaudevillains.
Looks wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they're gonna put it on them. How long have the New Days had them for? What, 250 some fucking
They've had them
days
for a
now?
while, yeah.
So yeah, I think it's time.
It's still the hottest act.
It is.
They could go that way.
But they were even hotter when they were going for the belts. That's what got them to where,
Yeah.
So why not take them off of them?
Moving the belts to the villains gives you an opportunity for Enzo and Cass versus the villains, which, probably where I'd go with it, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
You put it on the villains, Enzo comes back, you got a deal there. You put it on Enzo and Cass after that.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
You got room to change that around a couple of times before SummerSlam. So,
I don't think that the New Day need the belts to still be the most popular thing on the show.
No.
I still going to be excited to see him come
It
down.
can be some funny spots there with them, talking about how they should have the belt. So yeah, talking trash on the current champions. That's
There you go.
I
Be something.
think this is how you further New Day without them getting stale. Is take the belts off of them.
Yeah. Should also note that the women's match is a submission match. So let's clarify that. And your main event is an Extreme Rules match: AJ Styles versus Robot Reigns. They're not taking that belt off Robot Reigns. They're definitely not putting it on Styles.
No.
Styles is in this position because fuck you, Smarks. He's going to lay down for the 1, 2, 3 in your fucking faces. Sincerely, Vince McMahon.
You think he does it again, though, huh? You think 2 in a row?
What's that?
Or do you...
Oh, dude, Reigns is going to... You're not going to take the belt off for Reigns. Well, unless, though, he's going to be... He'll end up being the all-time champion, I bet. He'll surpass Cena and Ric Flair and all that shit someday. He's already a 3-time champion. Fucking ridiculous.
2-time.
Is he? I don't know how many times.
2-time.
Too many.
No, he had it once. Yeah, he is 3-time already.
Well, there you go.
Because he had it once for the 5 minutes and whatever, and then Sheamus cashed in.
Yeah.
And he got it back. Okay.
And then he lost it.
And then he lost it at the Royal Rumble, and then he got it back. Yeah, that is 3 times. Fuck me.
Yeah. Sincerely. Signed with a kiss. It's McMahon. Well, there you go. That's your Extreme Rules.
That's extreme, all right.
Extremely shitty.
Bro.
Bro, swear to God, bro. Let's coming up on the show. Next week, episode 61. Producer of the Matt Mania album, as you know from recently released by Megaran, the man who did all of the music on it. And he also hosts the Gorgeous Losers of Wrestling podcast. Lince Kinetic will be on the show. That should be pretty cool. And episode 62, June 5th, the return of comedian Marlon Wells. We haven't talked to him since December.
No, we haven't. It's been a long time, yeah.
So, yeah, he'll be coming back around. And before we get to the Hall of Fame and wrap it up, yeah, just as always, got to give a shout-out to... a shout-out this week. The Keita and Jay Show gave us a shout-out on their show. What's up to them? As always, check out our friends, the Federation, Put 'em Over podcast, New Blood Rising podcast, and, of course, our friends over at Wrestling Soup. Check them out. It's your week for the Hall of Fame.
It is my week.
And I have no fucking idea what...
You know what? Up until this a couple minutes ago, I didn't either.
Way to be fair. 5-star podcast.
But I think it's fitting, and I think it's time we put him in there, and we already have his tag team partner in there. So I'm going to put in, I'm throwing in Tully Blanchard this week.
Tully Blanchard?
That's right. So him and Arn can be a tag team in our little Hall of Fame.
The 55th inductee into the Suplex City Limits Hall of Fame.
That's right.
The most prestigious Hall of Fame in all of podcasting.
That's right. The most prestigious. So.
Yeah, the most prestigious on our program.
Here on the mothership.
On the Suplex City Limits program. Tully Blanchard is the shit back in the day. Good wrestler. Obviously, Four Horsemen's awesome.
Yeah, he held tag championships in multiple promotions. So yeah, WWF, NWA, even had the United States Championship for a while here.
You can't go wrong, Arn and Tully, dude.
Yep.
Good stuff. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, former World Television Championship. Yeah, NWA, WWF Tag Team Championships. Mm-hmm. Yeah, part of the Four Horsemen and the Brain Busters.
If you will.
In the Brain Busters day in the late 80s and the early 90s.
Shit. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think that's going to do it for this week, man.
Fun show this week.
Good times. Thanks again to Derek Pierce. Check him out. Follow him on Twitter at @TheDPierce. Posts a lot of adult tweets, so beware on that. But yeah, thanks to him for taking some time out and hanging out. That guy's really awesome.
Yeah.
Like surprising guest, man.
Yeah.
You never know, man. That's the thing. Never judge a book by its cover. Dude is like super smart, super in depth, like really, really cool. That was awesome. And like I said, yeah, next week we've got Lynx Kinetic coming in to recap Extreme Rules, the Raw to follow, and so on. So I think that's going to do it for this week, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, until then, we thank you very much for tuning in. Follow us on Twitter. We follow everyone back at Suplex City Limit. We have T-shirts available at ProWrestlingTees.com/SuplexCityLimits. Buy the shirt, help the show. And until next week, may you get all of the dick and or pussy that you desire. And remember, a winner is you. Peace.
Hello.